Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand with honesty labeling. So the labeling in supplements is Wild Wild West. Sometimes labels aren't honest. They have things in there that's on in there. We don't have to worry about that with Final Form Supplements. We got everything you need from protein powder, creatine, skin care, soap for your skin, handcrafted soap, and we have all kinds of things. Go to finalformsubs.com. That's SUPPS. Finalformsubs.com. Use promo code CoachStrib, all caps, no space. Get 10% off your order. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe on whichever video you're watching here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network. And enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the NBA coverage. We're getting excited because we are here towards the end of the playoffs. So we're going to go over the conference finals for the East and the West. So the East has already been set in stone. Celtics beat the Pacers in a sweep 4-0. And tonight, the Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavs are playing where Mavs are up 3-1 against the Timberwolves. So quickly, let's just talk about Boston and Pacers. But kick it off to Coach Calvin. Tell me what you saw in that series and what do you think that Boston needs to emphasize or really make a point of emphasis preparing for the finals, whether it be Dallas or Dallas most likely. Let's start there.
So first thing I'm gonna say is shout out to the Pacers, bro. Like they gave them, even though they swept them, bro. It was a game 1 through 4 was a dogfight, bro. It came down to like the last 30 seconds of the game and everything. And you guys say too, like they didn't have Tyrese the last 2 games. So what's the dude's name? It starts with an N. I forgot his name and everything. He got dressed with the headband and everything. But whatever his name is, shout out to him because that dude put up points and everything in replace of Tyrese and everything like that, man. So and like I said on the last episode, I didn't really know the Pacers like that. I really haven't watched them. Only thing I just know
Aaron Nesmith.
Nesmith, yeah. Cool. All right. But yeah, man, shout out to him. He bought his ass off and everything and all that. He did what he needed to do. It's just unfortunate. It's just the Celtics been there before, bro. They got 2 of the, I guess, arguably the top 2 players, I guess you still want to say in the league, I guess, arguably, if you want to say that, or top 20, I would say, in the league. Fair enough to say? Would you say?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
In my prediction, I don't think so. I don't think Jaylen Brown's up there, but like, because we did that one time and everything, we did that
They have a top 5 backcourt.
Yeah.
We can say that, a top 5 backcourt.
Yeah, we'll say that. But with that being said, I think going to the playoffs and everything, no matter who they play against, and I gotta still say what I want to say, my take and everything like this. First thing, if Kristaps come back, I think they'll take a lot of like pressure off as far as like rebounding, like extra points and everything like that. Takes a lot of stress off of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, obviously, and everything. But I think they're gonna have to work him back in because he's coming off that injury. But still, the fact that he's coming back, that's a positive. I think that Jason Tatum and I just think they just gotta play like the duo, man. They just gotta play really consistent and everything. It can't be Tatum has 5 points, Jalen has 40, or vice versa and everything. I think it should be just be an even slate. And I think Derek White, man, I think he's the glue of the team kind of right now, man. Like tough shots, big shots that they need and everything, or big plays. I think they said on the screen last time, I think they said that he was, I think, the leading like guard or whatever for blocks or something like that, or like top 3 in the league for blocks or something like that as a guard. I'm like, okay, like the dude is actually like he actually plays defense and everything. That says something. So
Right.
I think if he comes out and does what he does, I think they'll be straight. If Jaylen Brown and everything and in the duo doesn't really do what they need to do and everything, if he comes up, I feel like that's their third option basically. If the duo ain't giving it done and everything, we can rely on Derek to do something, So,
right.
But yeah, man, that's my prediction for that series and everything. Now this is what I'm gonna say right now.
Is this the hot take?
Yeah, I think the Mavericks really might win this thing, the whole thing. I really do. Let me tell you.
Okay. Hey, yeah, talk to me. Talk to me. What we thinking?
Let me tell you. I'm gonna go to their roster. I'm gonna break it down to you, and I'm not even going to go like superstar or anything like that. I'm just gonna give it to you just real and everything like that, man. Mind you, I don't know some of these players on there, but for the most part, I know most of them. So, bro, obviously you got Luka Doncic, you got Kyrie, and I got another take too about this too as well. You got Luka Doncic, Kyrie, Derek
Right.
White, Maxi Kleba, Derek Lively, Markieff Morris, Derek Powell, which is out and everything, PJ Washington, Tim Hardaway, Josh Green, Dante Exum, Jaden Hardy, which I gotta say something about him too. So this podcast might go a little bit over and everything. Find this, and that's just really like the really the
Go
core right
ahead.
there. So, bro, you got your well, that's the team of it's like the core that plays and everything that puts up minutes. So let me break it down. So you got
Right.
Kyrie, ball handler, Luca, ball great like that's the superstar of the team, ball handler. You got Josh Green, Tim Hardaway, Jaden Hardy, great role players and everything, man. They come in, they do what they need to do and everything. Derek Jones, great dude. He's the I illustrate him as the energy guy and everything. He comes in, he plays great defense, he gets the lob dunks and everything. He gets the crowd involved. He gets the excitement and everything. Maxi Kleber coming off the bench, stretch forward, can pull the three and everything. Derek Lively has really played his ass off this year, and especially in the playoffs and everything like that. In absence of Dwight Powell, which has been a monster when he is in the game. PJ Washington, have you seen him play this postseason?
Yeah.
It's like he's playing for a damn
He's
contract or
bringing
something.
in energy. Yeah.
Bro, he's bringing the energy. He hits he's been hitting big shots and everything like that. Who else? Jaden Hardy. Bro, there was one I think it was the last game and everything. There's a stretch he got in. Bro, he took over. I think he went for like 8 points and everything from like I think he got two layups, a three, and I think he went to the line and everything. Like he put up 8 points when the Mavericks span of like 5 minutes and everything when it was like 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. Like that's something and everything like that. I mean, and then you got Tim Hardaway, just a great two guard coming off the bench, can play a two or three, like can space the floor out and everything. I mean, let's not forget too as well, bro. Daniel Gafford, another great big. Like I just think they have the most complete team and everything right now. If you really look at it, they have their star, their they have their role players and everything that actually make a difference in the game when they're in there. I mean, man, it's just I really think that like if this is the team that wins it all and everything. Like if this is the team, like the best Mavs team that they have it right now to win it all, I think this is the time for them to do it. Because I don't know if they'll get another chance and everything. I mean, hopefully they keep their whole roster and their core and everything for next year. But I just think it's their year to win it, man. I mean, they've been there, they've been cut short the last like what has it been like 5 or 6 years and everything.
Right.
So it's like, bro, it's just like they've been there before. It's just like, and they're not far off. Like they all their series have gone to like a game 7, I want to say, and everything like that. So they're competing. They're just coming up short. So I don't know, man.
Now, let me ask you, what does Dallas need to do tonight to go ahead and put away Timberwolves?
Where are they playing? Are they playing it in
They're
Minnesota?
at Minnesota.
I try to say do whatever you need to do to minimize Anthony Edwards and let everybody else just try to get a bucket. No, do that and Cat and everything. But with Cat and everything, I want to say is like since he can score at all levels, like make him put the ball on the floor. But you got to put a great defender in front of him because like he can move for a big of his size and he can move you around and everything. So I think that's really the biggest thing. Make make Rudy Gobert uncomfortable. Like don't let him get offensive rebounds. Don't even let him like really in the paint, to be honest. Like face guard him and push him out if he got to. Um, I don't know, man. I really don't know, to be honest, because I don't know. Jaden McDaniels can go off, man. We've seen it before. Like he put up 21 points in a must-needed game. Um, I don't know. I really don't know with that one.
Here's what I'll say. So obviously, the cards are dealt in Dallas's favor. They're up 3-1. Timberwolves need to win 4 straight, 3 more games just to make it to the finals. Very hard to do in the playoffs, especially in the conference finals. For me, what the Timberwolves need to do is Rudy Gobert. One, Rudy and Cat need to stay out of foul trouble. That's priority number one.
Yeah.
They need to stay out of foul trouble. Cat needs to get going early. He needs to get going early, and he needs to get going on all 3 levels early. Maybe maybe in the first half, hit a couple twos, get him a nice little mid-range shot, and have him in the paint getting to the rim. Rudy needs to protect the paint without getting in foul trouble. He needs to protect the paint, and he needs to be active on the boards and pick and roll. You have the Twin Towers. They're called the Twin Towers for a reason. They need to utilize that and minimize second chance buckets on defensive rebounding and maximize second chance buckets when they're offensive rebounding. They need to find a way to do that. Cat and Rudy need to live in the paint in terms of rebounding, and putting the ball back in the hoop. Anthony Edwards, he's young, but like you said, Cat can go off. Rudy can get you a double-double. McDaniels can go off. Naz Reid coming off the bench. We saw what he did when he was 7 for 8 from the 3. The Timberwolves have the supporting cast to take pressure off of Edwards. The only thing Anthony Edwards really needs to focus on is getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, and minimizing turnovers. If he can do that, even if he scores, I was saying earlier to somebody, even if he scores 15 points, let's say he scores 12 to 15 points, but it's all going to the cup and he's getting to the free throw line. Let's say he's 8 for 10 from the free throw line, and he makes a couple, like 3 or 4 buckets here. He's got about 15-ish points, and he's got 7 assists because he's driving to the rim and he's dishing out. If he can minimize his turnovers, get to the cup, be aggressive, hit his free throws, and dish it out when they collapse on him, McDaniels can go crazy, Reeves can go crazy, Cat can go crazy from the perimeter, and you have Rudy for the little lobs or like hit the little duck down, drop step dunk. If Anthony Edwards can just take a deep breath, because some of the turnovers he's making, it looks like he's doing too much. He's trying to
like he's
throw those
rushing it,
across
bro.
the court.
It's like
He's throwing those across the court. He's throwing across the court passes, and their guys got jump and step. If he could just take a deep breath, play his game, take his time, dribble with the ball up, because there are plays where he's dribbling, Rudy slips the screen, he's wide ass open, but Ant is down in his bag, not looking. If he just take a deep breath, get his guys involved first, that's going to open up the paint. I think that's what the Timberwolves, because it's do or die for them. Dallas, they could lose two straight, get one, and they're still going to finals. It is do or die for Timberwolves. So I think that's what they really, really, really got to focus on if they're trying to extend this series.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you on that. I just don't know, man. It's just like anybody can go off. Anybody is liable to go off on that team, I believe. But the thing about it with the Mavs, you know where the points are going to come from, though. Like you know where majority of them are going to come from and everything like that. But the thing about it too is that when you got potentially like 6 dudes coming off the bench that could easily put up 10 to 15 points easily, it's like, what do you do? Because hey,
right.
Points add up quick, bro. You get 2 people off the bench, 15 apiece, that's 30 right there. Like,
right.
Plus Luka's 30, that's 60. Like, come on, dog. Like,
yeah, it adds up.
What's the NBA average or whatever, like per game or whatever? It's like 100 and like it's like 102 points I saw or something like
Something
last
like
year,
that.
huh?
I said something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like you're halfway there, right there. Like, and obviously, like you got other players like Kyrie that can get you like 20, like 30, whatever the case is. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be exciting and could be decided tonight. We're gonna see. We are gonna
Yo,
see.
one thing, and this is my other take too. I just want to say one thing. You know how people rid off Kyrie and everything? They said like, because obviously he had issues when he was in um Cleveland and everything like that. Because LeBron, like, because they said like he wanted the like to be the I guess the head of the show and everything because LeBron was there.
Yeah.
He moved. He went to the Celtics. Didn't work out because it looked like the team was more invested in Jason Tatum, like the long term and everything like that. So he bounced, went to the Nets. Obviously, that didn't work out. Then he went to the Mavs, and a lot of people are criticizing it because they're like, that's not going to work out because Kyrie like is all this, he's all that.
Right.
Um, like it's not going to work out because the way that the play style with Luca and how his play style and everything. I just want to shout him out, bro, because first thing, he came in there and he was like, "This is Luca's team. I'm taking the back seat. Whatever he wants to do, he can do it." You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I think his real authentic self has really shown in everything when he's on this team and everything. I think he's always been a great teammate. I think he just wasn't surrounded by the right people. Because I mean, dude, have you noticed it? Like, there hasn't been any issues with him. He's not in the media anymore for that bullshit like a few years ago and everything like that. Obviously,
Right.
the thing with COVID and everything that shook up a lot of people. Like, I'm not gonna put that one against him and everything. But like the other stuff and all that, man. I think he's really at a good organization right now. I think he actually loves hooping right now. He's enjoying himself. So yeah, man, that's all. That's my take on that. And I think that's another
I
reason
don't.
why I honestly think that's another reason why that the Mavs are in the position that they're in too. Just because Kyrie is just like, all right, this is not my team. I'm taking a seat back. But if you need me, just throw me the rock. I'll do something with it.
Right.
So
Yeah. He'll
so
get the
yeah,
bucket.
yeah, for sure, Uncle Drew.
Shout out Kyrie. Shout
Yeah.
out Kyrie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode of Guard 615. Man, this is gonna wrap it up for this week's of the NBA coverage, and we'll catch you guys next week.
I'm gonna chase my